السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. نواصل في هذا الفيديو البارت الثالثة من اليونت 1 في البرودكشن بلانينج اند كنترول. وفي الفيديو هذا we'll speak about the types of production and the types of layout. Okay, so we'll answer the question, how can you classify four types of production system? So we have four types of production system شفناهم already في مادة مقدمة الهندسة الصناعية. Those four types are job production, batch production, mass production, and process or continuous production. You see here this graph which shows what is the variety of products and the volume of production for each type of production. For example, here the job type, we have great variety in the products, but the volume is low. Here the batch type, we have much more volume but less variety of products. Mass production type, here we have more volume and less varieties in the product. And finally we find here the continuous flow type, in which the variety is very low, variety of the products, and the volume is high. Okay, so we'll speak about each type of production system in details. We start with the job production. This is the oldest method of production on a very small scale. ليش the oldest method؟ تعرفوا انه زمان ما كانت في صناعة، كانت الأنشطة بتعتمد على المهن الحرفية، حرفة يعني الحرفي بيقوم بصنع المنتج النهائي من بدايته لنهايته، مركز عليه، فتكون عنده فاريتي كبيرة متاعت برودكتس. اوكي، ما بيصنع فوليوم كبير، العدد محدود، فهذا عبارة عليه job. اوكي، للحين موجودة الطريقة هذه في بعض أنواع المانيفاكتورينج، للحين بنستعملوها في بعض الصناعات اللي يعني لازمها تتصنع في job system. So it is also popularly known as job or unit production. With this method, individual requirements of consumers can be met. It is a job that stands alone and may not be repeated. Okay, so we can say that the job production, in the job production, small amounts of a variety of products are produced. Okay, and each item has their own processing route and take different paths. Some of the examples include manufacturing of aircraft, for example, ships, space vehicle, bridge and dam construction, shipbuilding, boilers, turbines, machines, tools, things of artistic nature, their work, etc. Some of the features of this system are as follows. So some characteristics of this type of production system: the system has a lot of flexibility of operation and has general purpose machines are required, so there is a flexibility of operation. اوكي، ممكن نغيره في الاوبريشن زي ما احنا عاوزين حسب البرودكت اللي بننتجه. لهذا بنحتاجون many types of machines, many equipments. Generally no automation is used in this system, but computer aided design issued. ما في automation. automation ايش يعني tasks repeated automatically. Okay, tasks done with robots automatically. We don't use automation in this type of job. Okay, but we can use the computer aided design. في نوع من الحس الإبداعي في الشغل هذا. أوكي، لأنه كل برودكت بتشتغلوا لحاله. its process, its path, its route, its technology. It deals with low volume and large variety production. So the volume is low and the variety of products is large. It can cater to specific customer order or job of one kind at a time. So there is here a kind of customization. يعني إنه يكون البرودكت dedicated to one customer, to one type of customer, or to one customer. So the production in the job shop is customized. Okay. Large inventory of materials, tools, parts, because we can need variety of tools, variety of materials, parts. Because of general purpose machines and facilities, variety of products can be produced. Yes, operators will become more skilled and competent as each job gives them learning opportunities. وعامة يعني نحتاج كثير المهندسين في الأنواع هذه من المانيفاكتورينج. ليش؟ لأنه مثل ما قلت لكم يعني بنحتاج هنا للحس الإبداعي، للإنفنشن، Okay. It is known for rapid value addition. يعني في value كبيرة كل قطعة أو كل product بتصنعه زي العمل الفني. يعني احنا already لهنا ذكرنا انه thanks of artistic nature. يعني الأعمال الفنية تعتبر job. Okay. Advantages of the system of production is lower risk of loss to the factory adopting this type of production. Due to flexibility, there is no chance of failure of factory due to reduction in demand. لأنه طبيعة job manufacturing إنها flexible, and this flexibility make us avoid the failure due to reduction in demand. لما يصير انخفاض في الديماند ما راح يأثر، لأنه أصلا احنا بننتج فوليوم مو كبير. طريقتنا في الإنتاج is flexible. We can change it, we can update it easily. So it can always get one or the other job orders to keep it going. It requires less money and is easy to start and less of management. Okay, بما انه the scale of this type of production is small, so it's a very small workforce. النوع الثاني هو الباتش production. الباتش production is a method of manufacturing where products are produced in groups or batches. The products are similar or identical and go through each stage of the process together. So in batch production, the products are made in small batches and in large variety, and each batch contains identical items, but every batch is different from others. Okay, so products through one batch are identical, are similar, but we have many batches. Each batch is different from the other. Okay, so the batch production system is generally adopted in medium-sized enterprises, and batch production is a stage in between mass. الباتش production هي بين الجوب production وبين الماس production. اوكي، يعني فيها اكثر فوليوم من الجوب جوب برودكشن وليس variety of products من الجوب جوب برودكشن، بس اقل فوليوم من الماس برودكشن اللي راح نشوفوها بعدين، واكثر variety of products من الماس برودكشن. يعني هي ممكن تكون situated between mass production and job production. As in this system, two or more than two types of products are manufactured in lots or batches. Lots يعني batches يعني groups at regular interval, which justifies its name, the batch production system. لذلك احنا بنسموها batch production system. American Production and Inventory Control Society defines batch production as a form of manufacturing in which the job passes through the functional departments in lots or batches, and each lot may have a different routing. Yes, it is characterized by the manufacture of a limited number of products produced at regular intervals and stocked awaiting sales. So, the path or the route through one batch is the same for all products, but from one batch to another, the routing is different. Okay? The path is different, the process may be different. حتى ولو كان بيشبهوا بعض، لكن في شيء أكيد مختلف. في أما شيء في البرودكت that we produce, the color, dimensions، وإلا في البروسيس that we define for each batch. It has the following features. Batch production turns into flow production when the rest period vanishes. يعتبر flow production. In flow production, the processing of materials is continuous and progressive. Batch production is bigger in scale than job production but smaller than that of mass production. Material handling, يعني the management of material, may be automated by robots as in case of CNC machining centers. So here we can use automation, not like in the job. Okay? Medium-sized lots of same items is produced in this system. Lot may be produced once in a while or on a regular interval, generally to meet the continuous customer demands. Plant capacity generally is higher than demand. يعني عادة plant capacity يكون أكبر من demand. Advantages of the batch production. It is flexible in the sense that it can go from one job to another with almost zero cost. It needs general purpose machine having high production rate. يعني بنحتاجوا فيها ماشينز اللي بتنتج كثير. اوكي. وعادة يعني الكوست هنا ما هو عالي. If demand for one product decreases, then production rate for another product may be increased. That the risk of loss is very less. يعني الريسك انه نخسر مو كبير. يعني لانه اذا كان مثلا ديماند نقصت البرودكت معين، ممكن نمروا البرودكت اللي بعده. مثلا ديماند نقصت في البرودكت الأحمر، ممكن الديماند تزيد وإلا بنبيعه أكثر من البرودكت الأخضر. يعني في مجال التنويع والاختيار. More suitable for computer-aided manufacturing, better utilization of plant and machinery, cost per unit is lower as compared to job order production. الcost per unit راح يكون أقل طبعا، لأنه الإنتاج يصير بالباتش. economy of scale هذه يعني عكس الجوب، لأنه جوب يعني بتشتغل على برودكت واحد بتحط عليه كل إمكانياتك، فهذا راح يخلي الcost per unit is higher in the job than in the batch production. The third type of production system is continuous production. In general has the following features. It is very highly automated، يعني نستعمل كثير automation في continuous production, and highly capital intensive. Items move from one stage to another automatically in a continuous manner. Okay. It has a fixed or hard automation, which means there is very less or no flexibility at all. ما في flexibility، يعني البرودكت كله بيمر في البروسيس هذا ما يتغير كثير. وتكون في كثير automation. Layout of the plant is such that it can be used for only one type of product. Generally continuous production. البرودكشن بتصير بس على one type of product. مثلا production of the flour, of purification of fuel, of water, purification of water, industry of fuels, industry of sugar. يعني في one product يعني اللي بيركزوا عليه وبيخرج في continuous production. process يكون واضح بيمر عليه الشوجر والفلاور اوكي بشكل متواصل. عادة هذا بيشتغلوا 24 ساعة ل 24 ساعة، ما يوقف المصنع بتاتا. اوكي لانه نفس المونوتون، يعني نفس البروسيس على طول بيمشي، ما في تغييرات كثيرة على طول. يعني اللي هنا اللي يهم اكثر هو كمية الانتاج. Each machine in the system is assigned a definite nature of work to avoid problem of material handling. Use of cranes, conveyors، يعني بنستعمله عادة conveyors علشان يكون ما في توقف في الشغل، على طول بيمشي 24 ساعة ل 24 ساعة. Working process inventory in this system is zero and dedicated plant and equipment with zero flexibility. Material handling is fully automated، يعني المانجمنت كله automated، ما في working process، يعني البروسيس بيمشي لحاله. What are the advantages of this type of production? And this the production activity continues for 24 hours or on 3 shifts a day basis. A steel plant مثلا, for example, belongs to this type. It is impossible to stop the production process on a short notice without causing great damage to its blast furnace and related equipment. عادة ما يتوقفوا. التوقف في البرودكشن في الحالة هذه يعني يعتبر حدث خطير. عرفتوا كل الناس تتجند علشان تشوف سبب توقف الشغل. اوكي ما لازم يتوقف. عرفتوا شيء continuous على طول بيمشي بيمشي بيمشي. لما توقفوا راح تصير damage perturbation. Other examples include bottling plant, soft drink industry, fertilizer plant, power plant إلى آخره. Higher rate of production with reduced cycle time. So there is a higher rate of production. The cycle time is reduced بما أنه automated، يعني بيمشي على طول ما يوقف. Higher capacity utilization due to line balancing. الكاباسيتي utilization is very high لأن الماشين أصلا ما توقف، على طول وهي بتمشي. آخر نوع هو الماس برودكشن and flow production. في مادة المقدمة شفنا على أساس repetitive system. لو كانت تحاولوا تتذكروا لهنا شفناه في مادة المقدمة job small scale, batch production moderate volume, repetitive assembly line اللي هي لهنا mass production وإلا flow production, high volume of standardized goods or service, والcontinuous production very high volume of non-discrete products. شفنا لهنا أمثلة من الجوب like machine shop, chip building, construction, barber shop, batch production, bakery, classrooms, cookies, pharmaceutical heavy equipment, repetitive production وإلا mass production اللي assembly line, cafeteria line, car wash, automobile making. Examples of continuous production are steel making, paper mills, flour factories, sugar factories, etc. وصنفناها كذلك عن طريق الفوليوم والفاريتي. أوكي نرجع إذن our course. So mass production and flow production اللي كما قلنا اللي هو repetitive system. Mass production involves multiple assembly lines where various people run written procedures and do one specific job. هذه بين continuous production والbatch production. okay يعني عادة يكون فيها many assembly lines okay or procedures to work and to do. okay so the same equipment is used to perform the identical operation on a batch of products being manufactured. So it is based on a repetitive operations, the mass production. يعني identical operation بتنعاد في batch of products. For the efficiency of the labor process, companies use differentiation, formalization, and specialization. The machines are arranged in a line or product layout. هنا يعني في الماس production نستعملوا عادة product layout. Product and process standardization exist and all outputs follow the same path. In this type, a large number of identical items is produced. However, the equipment need to be not be designed to produce only this type of items. Both plant and equipment are flexible enough to deal with other products needing the same production processes. يعني البلانت والإكويبمنت عادة يكونوا flexible بشكل إنه في بعض الأحيان ممكن نمروا other products على نفس processes. For example, a highly mechanized press shop that can be utilized to produce different types of components or products of steel metal without the need of major changes. Okay? Flow production, this type the plant, its equipment and layout have been chiefly designed to produce a particular type of product. Flexibility is limited to minor modifications in layout or design of models. Some famous examples are automobiles, engines, household machinery, chemical plants, etc. If the management decides to switch over to a different type of product, it will result in extensive change in tools, layout, and equipment. Advantages of this type of production: it gives better quality, large volume, but less variety of products. Wastage is minimum as the raw materials are purchased on a large scale. Higher margin of profit can be made on purchase. Only a few skilled and many semi-skilled workers are required. This reduces the labor cost substantially. But what are the disadvantages of this type of production system? During the period of less demand, heavy losses on invested capital may take place. يعني لما يكون less demand تتأثر عكس batch production. Because all the machines are dedicated and special purpose type, the system is not changeable to other type of production. Most of the workers handle only a particular operation repetitively, which can make them feel monotonous. يعني هذا بيقتل نوعا ما الحس الإبداعي في الوركرز لأنهم بيقوموا عمليات يعني repetitively. okay. فما راح يكون عندهم أي initiative في العمل. As this type of production is on the large scale, it cannot fulfill individual tastes. يعني عادة هذه بنستعملها في البرودكشن in the large scale. يعني ما في customization. إذا كان في individual taste, we will not fulfill this individual taste through this type of production system. Okay? So the four types of production system, and now we will speak about what types of plant layouts are suitable for production. الموضوعين هذا مرتبطين ببعض اللي هما types of production systems and the plant layouts. Plant layout means the disposition of the various facilities, equipment, material, manpower, etc. and services of the plant within the area of site located. يعني هنا كيف راح ننظموا our factory, كيف how we will arrange it or organize it, equipment, material. هذا عنده تأثير على production system. What are the objectives of the layout? Material handling and transportation is minimized and effectively controlled. يعني إذا كان نظمنا كويس حسب نوعية الإنتاج اللي عنا نوعية العملية الإنتاجية، فالمانجمنت of material والtransportation رح يكونوا optimized and controlled. رح نتحكموا أكثر في البوتلنكس عنق الزجاج. And points of congestion are eliminated by line balancing so that the raw materials and semi-finished goods move fast from one workstation to another. Workstations are designed suitable and properly. Suitable spaces are allocated to production centers and service centers. The movements made by the workers minimized. يعني رح نتحكموا أكثر في movements of the workers راح يكون minimized. الورك ستيشن راح يكونوا suitable properly. كل شيء راح يكون منظم ومدروس بطريقة علمية مو عشوائية. Layout can be classified into the following 4 categories: process layout, product layout, group layout, fixed position layout. خلينا نلقي نظرة على اللي درسناه في مقدمة الهندسة الصناعية على اللاياوتس. قلنا لهنا البرودكت layout that uses standardized processing operations to achieve smooth rapid high volume flow. product layout لهنا يكون مجموعة من الماشينز ولا ستيشنز ورا بعض اللي بيمر عليهم البرودكت كلهم الحين لحد ما يتحول من رو ماتيريال ولا كاستمر للفينيشد ايتم. اوكي، لهنا بنستعمله عادة للماس برودكشن والى للكونتينيوس برودكشن سيستم. البروسيس لايوت لما بنجمعوا الماكينات كلهم، يعني حسب نوع الماكينة في مكان واحد. يعني مثلا ماشينز اوف لاث كلهم هنا، الميل كلهم متجمعين هنا، الدريل يعني التقسيم يكون حسب البروسيس. اوكي، لهنا نستعملوها في الجوب شوب ولا في الباتش بروسيسز. الفيكسد بوزيشن لايوت هذه لما يكون البرودكت فيكسد في مكانه والماكينات هي اللي بتتنقل علشان نقوموا بالمانيفاكتورينج operations. مثلا في صناعة الطائرات مو الطيارة اللي راح تمر من ماشين لماشين، الماشينز هم اللي يروحوا للطيارة وإلى السفينة علشان نقوموا بالعمليات التصنيعية اللازمة. في cellular layout إنه بنجمعوا الورشة متاعنا in the form of cells حسب إيش؟ حسب البروسيس وحسب أيضا البرودكت. اوكي، مثلا لهنا البرودكت A راح يمر من ميلينج دريلينج ويلدينج، بعدين برودكت B ولا الجروب B ولا راح يمروا من turning assembly inspection، والسي راح يمروا من turning welding and inspection. اوكي، الحين راح نشوفوا in details في our course different plant layouts. هذا إذا البروسيس layout راح نبدأ بالبروسيس layout هنا. It is also known as functional layout. It can use it in job production. Process layout: similar machines and services located together. All the lathe machines will be at one place and all milling machines at another place and so on. اللي هو هذا process layout. اوكي، يعني كل الماكينات من نفس النوعية في نفس المكان. يعني الورشة متاعنا مقسمة حسب البروسيس، حسب الماشينز. This type of layout generally employed for industries engaged in job shop. نستعملوها الأغلبية في job shop production and non-repetitive kind of production. يعني البرودكشن اللي ما تعتمد على repetitive operations زي الماس ولا الفلو برودكشن، معتمدة على repetitive operations. إذا ما نستعمل البروسيس layout. When there variety of products manufacturing at low volume we prefer this type of layout. هذاك علاش احنا نستعملوها في الجوب شوب. Example: furniture manufacturer company, restaurant, etc. البرودكت layout هو اللي قلنا يعني يكون one product هو اللي بيمر على different stations until it becomes final product. It is also known as line. نسميه أيضا line layout, product layout وإلا line layout. It can use it in continuous production. نستعملوها في continuous production يعني like flour production, water purification production, etc. The flow of products will smooth and logical. When the machines and auxiliary services are located according to the processing sequence, we prefer this layout. يعني الماشينز منظمين حسب البروسيس، حسب المراحل اللي يمر بها البرودكت. إذا بنستعمل layout هذا. It implies that various operations raw material are performed in a sequence and the machines are placed along the product flow line. The product layout is selected when the volume of production of product is high. لما يكون الفوليوم high والفاريتي ما هي كبيرة. Should that separate production line to manufacture it can be justified. Assembly line production or mass production prefer this type layout. type layout هذا نستعملوه في assembly line production اللي هو عادة في الماس ولا flow production اللي هو الماس production exactly هكا or mass production. group layout هو cellular layout. There is a trend now to bring an element of flexibility into manufacturing system as regards to variation in batch sizes and sequence of operations. هذه طريقة يعني هي معقدة شوية لكن متطورة تعتبر ويعني وناجعة. ليش؟ لأنه أول شيء بتنقصنا من الموفمنتس between machines وهي تتنظم حسب البرودكت وحسب البروسيس الاثنين. نحاول نقسمه إذن الورشة متاعنا السيلز حسب البرودكت وحسب أيضا البروسيس. So a grouping of equipment for performing a sequence of operations on family of similar components or products has become all important. Group technology is the analysis and comparisons of items to group them into families with similar characteristics. يعني كأنه رح نقسمه البرودكتس الفاميليز with similar characteristics اللي رح نسموهم group technology. Okay, so group technology can be used to develop a hybrid between pure process layout and pure flow line layout. يعني كأنه hybrid system between the process layout والproduct layout مع بعض. كأنه دمجنا الprocess layout مع الproduct layout. This technique is very useful for companies that produce variety of parts in small batches. يعني في الباتش production قولوا احنا to enable them to take advantage and economics of flow line layout. في الباتش production عادة بنستعملوا هالسيلولار layout لأنه في الباتش production قلنا إنه we produce variety of parts في small batches في يعني في lots ولا في groups. The application of group technology involves two basic steps. First step is to determine component families or groups. The second step is applying group technology is to arrange the plant equipment used to process a particular family of components. يعني في الأول بنقسموا our products to a family or groups نفس النوعية عندهم نفس الكاركترستيك إلى آخره. وبعدين we arrange them through يعني plants of equipment using the same technology or the group of technology. Okay. So this group layout is a combination of the product layout and process layout. It combines the advantages of both layout systems. If there are M machine and N components in a group layout, group technology layout, the M machines and N components will be divided into distinct number of machine component cells. يعني حسب الماشينز وحسب الكومبوننتس اللي راح نصنعهم such that all the components assigned to a cell processed within that cell itself. Here the objective is to minimize the inter-cell movements. إذن the movements of workers here will be minimized through this layout. The basic aim of a group technology layout is to identify families of components that require similar of satisfying all the requirements of the machines are grouped into cells. يعني هما يعني already في أشياء مشتركة بين الكومبوننتس هذه وزيادة عن هذا فإنه حتى في البروسيس اللي راح يمروا عليه أو الماشينز اللي راح يمروا عليه في تشابه أيضا. لذلك إحنا بنقسمهم حسب التشابهات هذه. Each cell can satisfy all the requirements of the component family assigned to it. In group technology layout, the objective is to minimize the sum of the cost of transportation and the cost of equipment. So this is called as multi-objective layout. بنسميه أيضا multi-objective layout لأنه فعلا هو يعني it minimizes the cost of transportations, it minimizes the movements inter-cell and the cost of equipment. Okay, we can represent so the group layout or cellular layout through this graph. We see here that مثلا هنا عنا ماشين الميل اللي يمروا عليها W وال Y، الدريل يمروا عليهم W وال X وال Y وال Z. okay، اللي هما W X Y Z are components. here we have polish بيمروا عليها ال Y و W وال Z. الجراند بس بيمر عليها ال Y إلى آخره. advantages of group technology layout. What are the advantages of this type of layout? It can increase component standardization and rationalization, reliability of estimates, effective machine operation and productivity, customer service. It can decrease the paperwork and overall production time, work in progress and work movement, overall cost. النوع الأخير هو Fixed Position Layout اللي حكينا عليه في صناعة الطائرات وإلا السفن وإلا لما يكون البرودكت fixed at its place and the machines هما اللي بيتنقلوا المكان صناعة البرودكت. It is called static product. static لأنه ما يتحرك البرودكت. static product layout in which the physical characteristics of the product dictate as to which type of machine and men are brought to the product. So machines and men are brought to the product and the product is static. This type layout is inherent in shipbuilding, aircraft manufacture and big pressure vessels fabrication. In other type layout, the product moves past stationary production equipment, whereas in this case men and equipment are moved to the material at one place and the product is completed at the place where the material lies. هنا طبعا رح نستعملوه في الجوب شوب. أيضا ممكن نستعملوه الفيكسد بوزيشن لاyout لأنه في الجوب شوب هني قلت لكم يعني ما في فاريتي كبيرة. البرودكت هو في حد ذاته مهم ركزوا عليه. إذا ممكن نستعمله في الفيكسد بوزيشن layout في الجوب شوب. أوكي، في الصناعات الكبرى زي صناعة الطائرات، صناعة السفن إلى آخره. إذا شكرا لكم على المتابعة وننهي الشابتر هذا في الفيديو القادم بإذن الله.